Our company's name is Color Street, and we are the one and only company in the world that sells nail polish appliques. So it's kind of like a stick-on nail polish, but it's 100% real nail polish. You take it off with a nail polish remover, and it's a instant dry product, so there's no wait time.
Jack Algeri from Atlantic Scale.
Right. Jack came in, helped me on some weighing some products, like some drums, and he asked me how I managed all this inventory in this building, and I said, Excel. And he said, you're joking, right? And so he said, hey, give this guy a call, Anytech, they're really good. Ask for Rich, and that's where it all started.
When I met you back in September of 2017, you were quite a bit smaller. So what were some of the issues that you faced back then?
Our company's entrepreneur started. The company was started by my dad. He's a music major.
Super charismatic guy.
I mean, 32 years doing this business, 18 years of it without making a penny first, right? No prior education for engineering, chemistry, business, sales, and that's where his optimism comes from. Right? That's why we have machines that we don't use for years that turn out to be essential now, right? Without those machines we built years ago, we would be dead in the water. But it was very mom and pop, very family oriented kind of shop. So, a lot of Excel, a lot of paper, a lot of backtracking, a lot of pencil whipping. It was very hard to manage the whole facility with just Excel.
How many moving parts did you have to kind of track in 2017?
200 types of glitters, 300 types of glitters, 200 types of micas and pearls, tens of thousands of gallons. And then you're factoring packaging, the manufacturing process, film, even the shipping. So, we got to worry about our nail polish raw materials, but we also got to worry about bubble mailers all of a sudden, right? So, shipping labels, ribbons for the printing, right? It's infinite.
With the Initech and Lacron team coming in, what has BatchMetrics done for you to alleviate some of the problems that you were facing back then?
We're the only manufacturer in the world that can make this product, and our process is very different from everyone else. So it's hard to just buy a system and pretend that it works for you. Initech provides, and Lacron especially, provides that flexibility to work with me and to really give me what I need for my company instead of just some out-of-the-box solution, which never works really. So BatchMetrics gives every single inventory item a specific barcode, and so tracking is a consequence now of BatchMetrics. It's almost automatic. Once you apply BatchMetrics' concepts of labels and barcodes and movement, then the transactions happen on their own. And so the controls are built in within BatchMetrics, so I don't have to keep running around. I could just look at the history and all the transactions and know what happened.
So from the time I met you to now, you've scaled like no company I've ever seen in my life. The growth has been tremendous. Mm-hmm. Has BatchMetrics been able to scale with you pretty effortlessly?
So 2017 was the first year we launched Color Street. From that year, we've grown 60 times. Today.
60 times? 60
times from that to 2017 to now.
That's really incredible. 6,000% growth, like in 3 years. Yes. 6,000. Yes. Like not people talk about 6% growth, right? Not 6,000% growth.
That sounds like a scaling problem, right? So, but in terms of BatchMetrics, it's primarily training and just getting a few more tablets, touch screens. Other than that, the scaling is quite easy with BatchMetrics, right? You might have to increase your server capacity, some more RAM and whatnot, but really the best time to buy in on BatchMetrics was when COVID happened. Because now when COVID happened, everybody had to work from home. And there's no visibility now when you work from home. And so our only eyes on the floor was BatchMetrics. So as long as you have your skilled individuals and your controls in place, the BatchMetrics data is correct as long as you use it correctly. And so that's when most of the company really bought into BatchMetrics. So people who haven't used it before now wanted to use it. And so now everyone is on the same page because they're looking at it, the exact same data from one source. And so, that really helped.
So we're not talking about the people on the shop floor using it. Who are some of these other people that are using BatchMetrics that are finding the benefit from it?
BatchMetrics is integrated everywhere, right from the get-go in purchasing. So, BatchMetrics now has accurate inventory numbers. So now BatchMetrics will determine when to reorder items, right, for purchasing. And then from there, the accountants will now have that inventory. And so,
in a financial point of view.
In a financial point of view. And so inventory for accountants is much more than just inventory. It's value of the company and whatnot.
Right.
And so it's extremely important for them to have accurate numbers.
Your work at home force right now that looking into BatchMetrics, that's salespeople,
Inventory people,
inventory people,
marketing people.
marketing people.
Yes, because they need to know what sells and what doesn't.
Oh.
What isn't selling is going to be inventory. They also have to look at production in terms of our capacity, because they might want to do a new collection, but they need to know if we can do it first.